Good evening and welcome to Franklin High School for tonight's 2026 Johnson County Boys Basketball Tournament Championship game on Sports Night Indiana, presented by Gandolph Financial Services, Habig Injury Law, Gandolph Bats, and Home Bank. Hello, I'm Kevin Conrad along with Rick Sauter. We welcome everyone to the 67th Johnson County Tournament Championship game. And Rick Sauter, here's your trivia question of the night. Hard to believe it's taken 67 years, but this is the first time Franklin and Whiteland are meeting in the county championship game.
Yeah, pretty amazing. You asked me that question beforehand and gave me a little hint, but I got that one only because, as you said, Franklin was not in the tournament from the 20s to 60s?
Correct.
And then the last 21 years since they redid it, we talked last night and we talked on Tuesday, Center Grove's been in that final game. So deduction, you kind of have nothing left to pick. So I got that one right, but that is amazing when you look at how many times, and both these two teams have had a lot of good seasons. That this is the first time they're playing the county championship. Pretty amazing. So great, it'll be a great win for one school, and they both have played well so far.
We see both teams back out on the court. Some final warm-ups are about 3 minutes away before we get to the national anthem and our starters. And Rick, this should be an interesting matchup. You got Whiteland. We saw them last night. Very impressive win against a really good Greenwood team. They beat Indian Creek by a lot earlier in the week. They put up 90 points, but Whiteland was really clicking in all cylinders last night.
They really were. I mean, they're very good defensively as far as just really quick hands, move their feet well, help out. You just don't get anything wide open against this Whiteland defense. Bunch of players we kind of mentioned between 6'1" and 6'3", but are quick, all can move, all interchangeable. They a lot of times play basically five guards, and they'll kind of spread that floor. It almost looks four cornerish, but they're not trying to take the wind out of the sails. They're trying to move fast, and if they get it on the defensive board, whoever gets it might be taking it all the way down the other end. So they'll be formidable tonight. But Franklin got their win. They start off a little slowly against Edinburgh, but came on strong and really put them away in that second half. And so they're pretty well rested due to that game, and they need to shoot well. They did last night, shot their threes really well last night. They need to do that again tonight to win this ball game.
And Rick, we had Coach Adrian Moss, the head coach for Franklin, on the postgame show last night, and he said to us, need a better effort tonight against Whiteland. Got to play better defense, and also talked about rebounding as well. And he knows it's going to be a tough task tonight. But with that said, they are on the home court.
Yep. And
Franklin's 5-0 at home this year.
Yeah, they've been tough at home this year. They are missing, as we mentioned last night, Tony Barnes and Jeremy Griffin, a couple of their leading scorers. But, next man up, and they did a good job last night. They do play a lot of players, so depth is not a huge issue with them compared to maybe some teams. And I think that home court advantage tonight and a big crowd by Franklin here tonight might keep them closer or maybe get them over the hump.
Franklin stands at 8-5, like I mentioned, 5-0 on the home court. They're 1-4 away, 2-1 neutral court, 2-1 in the Mid-State Conference, tied for third place in league play. Head coach Adrian Moss in his fifth year, 56 wins, 53 losses. A couple of sectional titles under Coach Moss, and looking for his first county championship as a head coach at Franklin, but he did win a county title as a Franklin player back in 2005. He said he was a sophomore that year on that Franklin team. For the Whiteland Warriors, 10-2 on the season, 5-0 at home, 2-2 on the road, 3-0 neutral court, 2-1 in Mid-State Conference, tied for third place. Head coach Nate Kangany in his seventh year, 82 wins, 76 losses, won a sectional last year for the Warriors and a county title for the Warriors back in 22. So interesting matchup. Both teams have concluded their pregame warm-ups, now to their respective benches. And now let's go to our PA announcer for tonight's national anthem, followed up by tonight's starters.
As you are able, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Once again, good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the championship game of the 2026 Johnson County Boys Basketball Tournament between the Whiteland Warriors and the Franklin Grizzly Cubs. Interesting fact, in the long history of this tournament, this is the first time that Franklin and Whiteland have played each other in the championship game, so this will be a special evening. Let's meet the starting lineups. First of all, for the visitors on the scoreboard tonight, the Whiteland Warriors. And one forward, a 6'3" senior, number 1, Peyton Williams. At guard, a 6'3" junior, number 4, Jovin Calcat. At guard, a 6'3" junior, number 13, Tyler Anger. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 23, Danny Kuntz. And forward, a 6'4" junior, number 32, Kyle Edwards. Whiteland is coached by Nate Kankini. Now for the Franklin Grizzly Cubs. A 6'3" senior, number 2, Trent Paul. A 6' junior, number 13, Drew Wirtz. A 5'11" senior, number 12, Omari Thomas. A 6'3" senior, number 11, Luke Sherry. And rounding out the Franklin starting lineup, a 6' senior, number 3, Jackson Doddridge. Franklin is coached by Adrian Moss. Officials for tonight's game, Bill Brinkman, Jeremy Horn, Michael Eason. Good luck to both teams.
Whiteland in the road uniforms tonight. Royal blue trimmed in orange and white. For the Franklin Grizzly Cubs in the home uniforms, white trimmed in royal blue and black, ready for the 2026 Johnson County Championship game here at Franklin. Great crowd, both teams with really good student sections tonight. The tip is going to be controlled by the Whiteland Warriors. Tyler Anger will set it up here for the Warriors. Deep right corner, three-pointer, good. Didn't take long. Dane Coons, three-pointer.
Boy, and Coons was really good last night. Had 20 points and played a great all-around game. Great start for him. Wide open three, he nailed it.
Whiteland student section, Chaney defense already getting fired up for this one. Whiteland last night was really good with the defense against Greenwood.
I thought Whiteland student section, I like they brought out the newspapers to kind of hold over their head. You don't see that, you haven't seen that in a while.
In the lane, we have a whistle foul called against the Warriors. Trent Hall fouled. He'll be out the line to shoot 2. Rick, he had a big game last night against Edinburgh. 4 3-pointers and 16 points to lead the way.
Yeah, he sure did. He really got going. He was the guy in the first quarter when Edinburgh was kind of hot, kept in the game. He had 7 points the first quarter, ended up with 7 points in the third quarter also. Played well.
Numbers on Hall, averaging right around 10 points a ball game, 83% from the free throw line, and misses both free throws, but offensive rebound by Franklin. Luke Sherry with the rebound. Inside basket for Franklin.
Works, yep. Franklin picking up full court press.
In the lane, pull up jump shot, good. Coons with 5 points early for Whiteland.
Boy, Coons just a smooth player. That was a pretty move. Just drove the free throw line, had a guy on him, but just rose up right above him and smooth shot for swished it in for his 5th point. Both teams play very strong man-to-man defense.
Handling the ball, Doddridge Scoop shot going to the basket. Got the roll. Doddridge, a senior, his first 2.
Nice spin move there to Doddridge and went back with his left hand and put it softly off the glass for a bucket. Franklin now in a, looks like a 1-2-2 zone.
Pull-up jump shot is good by Coons. Boy, what a hot start. He's got all 7 for Whiteland.
Wow. They might look to go in a box and 1 if they're going to do that if Coons stays this hot.
20 points for Coons last night. I asked him on the postgame show if that was his season high, and he said it was not.
Yeah, I think he had 28 on the first game of the year, and that's when Coach Cagney said teams saw that quickly and started really trying to take him away. Wow.
Doddridge hits the 3. Tie ball game, 7-7.
Well, Doddridge just averaging 4 points on the season. He's already got 5.
Long 3, wow. Got it. Another 3-pointer, Dane Coons. He's in double figures.
He hadn't hit the rim yet. That's 4 shots and nothing but net on all 4 of them.
He's in double figures. He's got all 10 for the Whiteland Warriors. Going strong to the basket. Ooh, just rolled it off. That's Trent Hall. He'll be at the line to shoot 2.
I think they got Peyton Williams in that foul. His first.
Second on the team, Trent Hall to shoot.
Foul goes against Peyton Williams, his first, team second.
More like it from Hall there. And again, you said over 80% free throw shooter. He missed his first 2. That one looked more pure. Got it.
Gets both of these to go. Makes it now a 10-9 ball game. Franklin down by 1. 5 minutes opening quarter. Coons another 3. Missed it this time. I guess he's human after all. He's been so good here to begin tonight's ball game. Going to the basket, off the glass too hard. That was Kyle Edwards. What a ball game Edwards had last night.
Yeah, he was 11 for 12 from the free throw line too. So great game all the way around.
Yeah, 18 points in the win against Greenwood. Omari misses for Franklin. Omari Thomas. Whiteland pushing quickly. Calcat pulls up, jump shot from the baseline, no good. 10-9, Whiteland by 1. Franklin, though, with the basketball, a chance to take the lead. Franklin hasn't led as of yet. Early on, going to the basket, not able to finish. Trent Hall looked like Whiteland may have gotten a piece of it. In transition, going all the way is Tyler Anger. 12-9 Warriors.
Boy, Coach Moss and the Franklin bench really wanted an offensive foul. Anger did push off a little bit with his elbow going in. Didn't call it.
Ball out of bounds right in front of the Whiteland bench. Franklin will throw it in.
It's a fast-paced game, Kevin, so far. 12-9, just 4 minutes in.
Trying my best to keep up between keeping stats and
right.
Doing the scoreboard. For those watching at home. Ooh, nice little move by Thomas. With the left hand off the glass, scoops it in. His first 2. Coach said he held him out last night. I think he's coming back from injury, so wanted to rest him, get him fully prepared as much as possible for tonight's game here in the championship. He played, I think, the first 4 minutes last night and then sat him the rest of the game. Foul here against the Grizzly Cubs. Trent Hall, his first.
Thomas's last move there. He's back healthy again. That was a nice, smooth move inside. Very quick feet.
Hanger throws it in. Calcat working against this zone. They're staying with it.
Staying that 3-2 zone, yep. Looks like they're going to try to trap in the corner.
Around the perimeter. Good patience by the Warriors. Now they throw it into the lane. Ball doesn't sit too long in anybody's hands. Baseline drive, high arching shot, trying to go off glass. That's Peyton Williams. I think he might have hit the top of the basket. They do call it out of bounds, so it'll be Franklin ball.
Yeah, good pass. And he had it. Peyton Williams had it inside, but I think it kind of slipped out of his hand. He was going up and just shot it too high and hit the guide wire up top.
12-11, Whiteland by 1. Franklin trying to take its first lead. They got it. Big shot by Omari Thomas. Three-pointer good. Couple of threes by Franklin. Their first lead of the ball game. Nice response by Whiteland to get the game tied.
Yeah, that's Kuntz again. Good block by Kuntz.
12 points for Kuntz, and now a errant pass by Franklin. Here come the Warriors, 3-on-2. Anger down the lane, left it short. Follow-up is good. Kyle Edwards, first two. He'll be at the line to shoot one.
They got Amari Thomas on his first foul. Yeah, great defensive play by Kuntz on the one end, getting a little block. And as we mentioned, Whiteland gets it. They're going to go. And they went straight down the court. Missed that first layup, but Edwards was right there to get the layup and got the foul. He's got a chance for a three-point play. Give him a three-point lead. Jordan Hendricks coming in for Whiteland first time.
Free throw is good by Edwards. 17-14 Warriors with the advantage. 2:15 to play in this opening quarter. County championship game at stake tonight. Bounce pass into the right block. Gets loose. 2 points for Trent Hall. His first field goal, 4 points in the ballgame. Grizzly Cubs within one in the ballgame. For the Warriors, Jordan Hendricks, junior, here on the left wing. Rotates it to the corner. Around the perimeter. Franklin sticking with the zone defense. Peyton Williams, high right side. Coons, skip pass. And it gets away from Calcat. A little bit of a high pass, couldn't handle it. Omari Thomas scores in transition. 7 points for Thomas.
Boy, Thomas looks good. That was smart giving him rest last night. He's right on his game tonight. 7 points already.
18-17. Franklin back in front by one. 1:15 to play in this first quarter. Franklin to our left, chanting defense. Warriors almost turned it over. Foul called against Jackson Doddridge. Reach-in foul.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. He almost got that steal. Just got his body into Hendricks there. It would have been a steal on going the other way.
1 minute to play, first quarter. We're at Franklin for the county championship game. Franklin by one, 18-17. Around the perimeter, Warriors. Calcat's going to take a long three. Hit the back of the rim. Rebound inside by Hendricks. However, it's taken away by Sherry. Franklin on the attack. Trent Hall, high right side, goes to Sherry. Now brings it back to Hall, and I think from the Franklin bench we heard one shot go for that final shot of the quarter, down to 30 seconds. Good start for Franklin.
Yeah, sure is. They really played well this first quarter.
And Franklin
steps out of bounds
on the sideline. That's Drew Wirtz, the junior guard, right in front of the Whiteland bench, steps out of bounds. 24.5 seconds to play in this opening quarter.
Tough break there for Wirtz. They were trying to go for one, and he was just not really going to drive it, going to set it back out again. And when he caught it, just stepped that foot back right on the line.
Whiteland now can go for that final shot.
Exactly.
Franklin continues to play the 3-2 zone. Skip pass goes into the corner. Calcat, he's double teamed. Now they go inside. Kuntz scores. He's got 14 points. Whiteland by one. Last second shot. Thomas drills the three. Makes it 21-19. Franklin, what a start. Thomas, he's in double figures with that three with 10 points. Kuntz for Whiteland, 14 points. It's the Johnson County Tournament Championship game at Franklin. Grizzlies 21, Warriors 19 on Sports Night Indiana.
Entire life. Born and bred, went to Center Grove High School, proud graduate, go Trojans. I enjoy this community. It's my home. It's growing, it has lots to offer, and I'm excited to be a part of it. At Greenwood, we are a full-service bank. We can handle your needs from simple personal accounts, savings accounts for your family, auto loans. If you need to have a mortgage, we can meet that need. Emily Ribley has been in our office for years and knows the area. Scott Hines is Center Grove. He has lived here his entire life and is fabulous. You're not going to find anybody more local than us.
Underway in the second quarter, 21-19, Franklin by 2 in the lane. Whiteland taking a shot, foul against Franklin. That is Kyle Edwards, the 6'4 junior, fouled. He'll go back to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. He's got 3 points in tonight's ball game.
Trent Hall's second foul.
Free throw is good. He's got 4 points. 2 of 2 from the free throw line.
We mentioned last night, he had 11 free throws last night, so you can put it down for the free throw line. Hit again. I'm sure Franklin knows this, but note to self, do not foul Edwards late in the game. He's going to make them. Good hustle.
Whiteland midcourt with the steal, and Cowcat gets the breakaway layup. It's good, and he's fouled. Caden Lee in the ball game gets the steal at the 10-second line. Finds Cowcat cutting to the basket. Breakaway layup is good. His first 2. At the line shooting 1.
Yeah, Lee came in last night and really gave him a big boost off the bench defensively especially. He's really good hands, goes after the ball, very aggressive. And
misses on the free throw.
That's 3 fouls on Trent Hall.
He's still in the ball game, and now there's a player at the scores table. Thomas, no look pass to Sherry. Sherry, easy layup. That was special.
Boy, big difference with Thomas playing in the game. We didn't see that last night. He's tough. That was a great move.
30-second timeout called by Coach Moss. Try to get his player in, so that way Trent Hall doesn't pick up a 4th foul. Had to get him out of the ball game. Also, we see David Mercer in for Franklin. A couple of subs here for Coach Moss. You look at the series between these two teams over the last 40 years. Franklin leads at 42-20 over Whiteland. Last meeting was January 24th, 2025. Conference game. Franklin won in overtime, 66-57.
That's a big loss of Hall. He averages almost 10 points a game, so he's going to be out here probably this whole rest of this first half. Let's see how Franklin adjusts.
And he shot the 3 extremely well last night. 4 threes. Whiteland with the basketball. We're tied at 23 apiece. 6:45 to play second quarter. Franklin playing the zone defense. Bounce pass goes into the right post. Now to Angerer down the lane. He's hits the teardrop. 4 points for Angerer. Whiteland back in front by 2. 6:20 to play first quarter. Second quarter, I should say. We're in the first half. Jackson Doddridge, senior, hands it off. Luke Sherry passes inside to Mercer, and now a perimeter shot by Doddridge. Catches rim. Rebound Warriors. Warriors push. Hendricks down the lane. Tries to pump it up there, but Sherry with good defense denies him. Franklin pushing quickly the other way. We see 12 in there. Amari Thomas with the basketball. Boy, he is a welcome addition to this lineup tonight. You're right. He played about 4 minutes last night in the first quarter, started. And then, again, Coach Moss decided to rest him. And I think that was a good call because he is playing lights out right now.
Whatever he did, it's worked because he's playing. He had 10 points in that first quarter.
Looks like we had a foul against Hendricks.
We did, yeah.
His first foul for Whiteland. Whiteland 1 team foul. Franklin 2 team fouls in this second quarter. Man-to-man defense here by the Warriors. Doddridge terminates the dribble out on top. Sherry takes the 3, missed it. Right side of the rim, cleared out by the Warriors. Into the front court, Hendricks throws it back out on top, wide open. Engard takes a deep three, close to that volleyball line, missed it. Thomas will bring it across the timeline for Franklin. Approaching 5 minutes to play in the first half. Thomas, nice move, takes the three, got it. Boy, he is something.
Wow, that was a pretty move right there. Juked right, came back left a little bit of step back from three and knocked it in.
Back the other way, a three-point opportunity here for Kyle Edwards. He's got that great strength. He scores 6 points. At the line shooting another free throw. He's 3 of 3 from the charity stripe tonight.
Number 3 on the Grizzly Cubs.
Mercer, the freshman for Franklin, guilty of the foul, and the free throw is good. You're right. He scored a lot of points from the free throw line last night, and he's doing that again here tonight. He's got 4 points from the free throw line. Whiteland by 2. Thomas terminates the dribble. He's in the lane. He forced it. Good defense by Coons. Got a piece of it. Coons deep right corner taking the high arching shot. Missed it. Battle for the rebound. There's a push off against Franklin.
Good call.
Omari Thomas called for the push off foul.
Yeah, that's his second. That was right in front of the referee. Just got nudged a Whiteland player and pushed him forward a little bit. Pretty easy call.
Malik Razor in for Franklin. Sophomore. Good minutes last night off the bench for Franklin. Off out of bounds play. Once again, Edwards, boy, he's a handful. He scores.
Yeah, Edwards playing really well. He did last night too. Averages 8 a game. He's already eclipsed that.
4-point lead for Whiteland. A quick shot for Franklin. They misfire and all the way back the other way. Coons not able to finish. Trying to cross over to his right hand, to a right-handed layup, and just didn't quite have enough oomph to get it off the glass. And now at midcourt, a steal. Edwards into the front court, 3-on-1, and a blocking foul against Franklin. Blocking foul going against Jackson Doddridge.
Counted that bucket too.
Count the basket for Edwards. He's got 11 points, Rick.
Yeah, he's played fantastic.
And that's foul number 2 against Doddridge.
Yeah. Thomas has 2 also. They're Franklin a little bit of foul trouble here.
Josh Longway, freshman, 6'3", should say he's a sophomore in the ball game for Whiteland. Free throw by Edwards is good. 12 points for Edwards. Largest lead here for Whiteland, 7 points, 33-26, 3:45 remaining second quarter. Doddridge, Sherry around the perimeter. Thomas trying to drive. Pretty good defense, forced the turnover. Heck of a job by Engler. Made him pick up the ball, and on his pivot, he traveled.
That was really good defense. Just stayed in front of him, able to get him to pick, as you said, pick it up, and trying to find somebody out to drop it off to. Took an extra step.
30-second timeout called by Coach Adrian Moss of Franklin. So this is the 67th Johnson County Tournament Championship game. Again, first time Franklin and Whiteland meeting in the championship game. Whiteland, though, has won 10 county titles. And for Franklin, they've won 4 county titles. For Whiteland, this is their 25th appearance in the county championship. And they actually won the first county title all the way back in the 1920-21 season. They beat Trafalgar 33-21, and they played that at Franklin College.
Wow, nice.
Whiteland with the basketball. They're up 33-26, 3.5 minutes left to play until halftime. 3-2 zone by the Grizzly Cubs. Around the perimeter, deep left corner, 3. Coons short. Edwards, they just can't keep him off the boards. Too strong. And he puts it in.
Boy, Edwards has just been all over the place. You're right, he is too strong. He's not huge size-wise, but he's built strongly. Great job, jumping ability, and able to get in there and really be aggressive on his offensive rebounds.
14 points for Edwards. Coons also with 14 points. Three-pointer good for Franklin. David Mercer, what a big shot by the freshman.
Sure was. Franklin needed that one.
Down 6, underneath the basket. Foul against Whiteland. A couple of players going after the loose ball, and Longway, the sophomore for Whiteland, called for the personal.
Longway tried coming over the back on that pass. That was not the best pass by Anger. Longway tried reaching over top of somebody to get it and called on that offensive foul.
Franklin on the attack with Thomas. Almost got that one to go. Attacking with the left hand. He is a left-handed player. Rolled it off. He's fouled. He'll be at the line to shoot a couple of free throws.
Thomas has a really quick first step. You look up and he gives you any sort of head fake at all, he's gone.
70% free throw shooter. Misses on the first. One more for Thomas. Averaging close to 14 points a ball game. 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He has 13 points so far in tonight's ball game. Couple of three-pointers. He's got 23s now on the season. Hits the next free throw. He has 14. Franklin down 5, 2:20 to play, second quarter. Callcat out on top. Edwards back to Callcat, and now a runner. New player in there for Whiteland, and it's a two-pointer for Lucas Holder. He is a freshman.
He came in really late last night and hit a couple shots, played well. He's getting an early chance today.
Three-pointer doesn't go for Franklin. Battle for the rebound. Foul called against Franklin. That one going against Drew Wirtz, the 6-foot junior.
Well, again, that was Edwards. Really strong rebound there. He's going to shoot again, and Edwards has been just deadly at the free throw line.
Couple of free throws for Edwards. 5 of 5 from the stripe tonight. 14 points. Swishes the first one here. 15 points in the ball game. McCoy Bowman, sophomore in the ball game for Luke Sherry. Edwards hits both free throws. He has 16 points in the ball game. 9-point advantage for Whiteland. Callcat applying pressure out on top around that 10-second line. Whiteland really putting a lot of pressure on the perimeter. Doddridge terminates the dribble. Bowman, who just checked in, and the ball goes out of bounds. Try to throw it back on the top to Wirtz. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Whiteland ball.
Whiteland looks like they're going to pick up and potentially man-to-man here. Change the man-to-man to try to get a little more pressure.
1:40 to play in this first half. Down 9. You're right. Going to man now. Anger, spin move. Goes to the freshman Holder. He spins, picks up the dribble. Passes diagonally, and a little bit too much contact by Bowman. Guilty of the foul.
And they fouled the wrong guy.
Was that Edwards that got fouled? You are correct.
It was.
He's only 7 of 7 tonight.
Yeah.
16 points in the ball game.
After being 11 for 12 last night.
Swishes the first one here.
Starting to run out of room on my score sheet here with all these free throws Edwards has had this quarter.
Next one also good.
Pretty important here, last minute and a half, I think, for Franklin. Down 11 right now. They want to get this, try to get this to 7 or 6 if they can.
Amari Thomas around the perimeter with the dribble. Flips it to Wirtz. He dribbles with the left hand to the left side. Out on top, Mercer to Doddridge. Attacks the basket, tried to throw it towards the backboard. It rolls off the rim, but he does draw contact, and he'll be at the line to shoot two. That's a pretty headsy play by the senior.
Yeah, it was. He kind of got Anger just kind of caught up with him and arms together, and they called that foul on Anger. He's going to get 2 shots.
Board says Anger with two fouls.
Yep. Hendricks coming in for him this last minute.
Doddridge struggles from the free throw line, 43%. Comes back, hits the next one. 6 points for Doddridge. 10-point lead for Whiteland. Man-to-man defense by the Grizzly Cubs. Holder goes baseline, out on top. Edwards, oh my, three-pointer good.
Wow, Edwards just on fire here in the second quarter. I think he just lost it, yep. See if Whiteland, 40 seconds to go here, tries to go for one. 13-point lead. Back to that 3-2 zone.
Edwards, 21 points. What an opening half for that young man.
Yeah, it's been a great half between he and Coons. They both lit it up.
Whiteland may be content here just to go for the final shot. They're working the ball around the perimeter.
Certainly,
down to 20 seconds.
Yeah, certainly think they will, especially this 3-2 zone. That kind of leaves them some time to sit around the perimeter.
Timeout called by Coach Kangany of Whiteland. Wants to draw something up on that dry erase board with 12.9 seconds left to play in the first half. 44-31. Whiteland with a commanding lead. Pretty dominating performance here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it really has been. And that's been really Kyle Edwards has been on fire in the second quarter. But good. They've kind of knocked down that defense a little bit here, too, in this quarter. Franklin's had a few more turnovers. Whiteland's taken advantage.
Franklin back out on the court, and now we see Whiteland out of their huddle. They'll take the ball out of bounds, midcourt, far side of the floor. Lucas Holder, the 5'11 freshman, will throw it in. Man-to-man defense by Franklin, making it very difficult to get the ball in bounds. They finally find Hendricks in the backcourt. Hendricks to Callcat.
They're going to look for Coons, I think.
Down to 5 seconds. Edwards, he's going to lift up for the three. Missed it. Hendricks tried to get the rebound. Then Holder, the freshman, at the buzzer in the lane, put it up there, but it's off the rim, and that will take us to halftime. Whiteland very impressive here in the second quarter. Taking a 44-31 lead into the halftime locker room over the Franklin Grizzly Cubs in the 2026 Johnson County Boys Basketball Tournament Championship game. We'll take a break and have our halftime show up next. This is Sports Night, Indiana.
At Peterman, we are raising the bar for home service.
We host classes nearly every working day.
With thousands of hours of training invested in our field professionals each year.
So you know when Peterman shows up, you're about to receive expert care.
Home ownership is already stressful enough.
So when it comes to peace of mind for your home,
Trust Peterman to get it done.
and for a limited time, get a free furnace from us.
Visit PetermanHVAC.com for details and to schedule.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
I have lived in Greenwood my entire life. Born and bred, went to Center Grove High School, proud graduate, go Trojans. I enjoy this community. It's my home. It's growing, it has lots to offer, and I'm excited to be a part of it. At Greenwood, we are a full-service bank. We can handle your needs from simple personal accounts, savings accounts for your family, auto loans. If you need to have a mortgage, we can meet that need. Emily Ridley has been in our office for years and knows the area. Scott Hines is Center Grove. He has lived here his entire life and is fabulous. You're not going to find anybody more local than us.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Halftime here at Franklin in the Johnson County Boys Basketball Tournament Championship game. Whiteland 44, Franklin 31. Franklin led after that first quarter, 21-19, but a big second quarter, 25-10 outscoring Franklin was Whiteland in that second quarter. How about Kyle Edwards, Rick Sauter in that first half? He was impressive, but especially in the second quarter.
Tell you what, he's just automatic free throw line, which just makes a huge difference, especially for a player like Edwards, who is very strong and athletic and gets a lot of shots inside as well as being able to hit outside shots. But he didn't miss a free throw in that first half, and 19 points in one quarter, 22 overall. That's incredibly impressive.
Rick, you have our scores from the first half.
I do, Kevin. For Whiteland, they had 44 points, only 5 players scoring, but kind of tailed 2 quarters of dominant play. The first quarter was Dane Coons, who had 14 points in that first quarter. Didn't score in the second quarter, so you're kind of wondering how Whiteland get their points. Well, Kyle Edwards threw in 19 in that second quarter after having 3 in the first. So Edwards led the team with 22. Coons had 19. 4 points for Tyler Anger. 2 points for Joban Calcat, and 2 points for Lucas Holder to round out scoring for the Warriors. For Franklin, they did have 6 players score, and normally with 31 points, you're thinking in pretty good shape. They did have Omari Thomas, who had 14 points in that first half and really played well, especially in that first quarter. He had 10 points and really kind of carried Franklin to stay in that ball game. 6 points for Jackson Doddridge, 4 points for Trent Hall, 3 points from David Mercer coming in off the bench, 2 points for Luke Sherry, and 2 points for Drew Wirtz to round out scoring for the Grizzlies.
Really nice crowd tonight for this championship game here at Franklin. Both student sections very vocal here in the first half. That's what you want, Rick Sauter, in a championship atmosphere.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, good crowd on hand, and yeah, it's great to see the student section because they really kind of make things loud in here and get the chants going and so forth, which they've been great so far, both teams. And two of the ball clubs here. I mean, they both teams have shot the ball well, shot the free throws. Whiteland especially has only missed 1 free throw tonight, and it's been a well-played game by both teams. Whiteland just has a little too much so far, it seems like, in that first half. And when you're shooting as well as Coons was in the first quarter, and then Edwards there in the second quarter, pretty tough to stay up with them.
Yeah, it seems like Coons just handed the baton off to Edwards. You're right. And we talked to Coach Kangany last night on the postgame show, and they have so many weapons on offense. You got a lot of different options, so if somebody's not feeling it, there's somebody else on this Whiteland team that can step up. And, again, just a lot of options with this year's team, a lot of depth.
Well, it sure is. And one of their lead scorers, Joban Calcat, who played really well last night. And he's not like he's not played well, but he only has 2 points tonight. And so you'd think when you have a 16-point scorer that only has 2, and it might be a little bit of trouble, but telling what, Coons and then especially Edwards have really caught fire, and their defense is just kind of, as you say, defense travels, and they played really well man-to-man defense, not giving Franklin really any easy shots again. We saw that last night against Greenwood, and paid off so far in this first half.
Both teams back out on the court warming up, getting ready for the second half. Before we get to our third quarter, we want to thank our presenting sponsors tonight. Tonight's Sports Night, Indiana stream of the 2026 Johnson County Boys Basketball Tournament Championship being supported by Habig Injury Law of Greenwood. If you or your family need experienced legal help, visit HabigInjuryLaw.com or call 317-528-0666. That's Habig Injury Law of Greenwood, proud supporters of the hometown teams. Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Gandolph Bats. Gandolph Bats makes fully custom hand-crafted wood baseball bats engraved and colored exactly how you want them, from game bats to trophy and souvenir bats. They offer very competitive prices based right here in Johnson County, and they do ship nationwide. Visit them online at GandolphBats.com or call 317-989-5726. And also by Gandolph Financial Services. Financial advisor Dan Gandolph has been helping individuals and families plan for the future for nearly 30 years. From retirement planning to wealth management, get guidance you can trust. Call 317-887-9434. Gandolph Financial Services, member FINRA and SIPC. And also a big thank you to Scott Hines, area president in Greenwood of Home Bank, for also being one of our presenting sponsors tonight for the county tournament championship game. Both teams concluding their warm-ups. Rick Sauter, what's Franklin got to do here to try and get back into this ball game? They're down again, 44-31 here at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, early their 3-2 zone, which you thought would maybe mess Franklin up or Whiteland up a little bit, really didn't, and that's mainly because Coons was so hot. Second quarter, early in that quarter, they kind of got that going, and Whiteland wasn't really getting as much open shots, but then Edwards caught fire, and everything kind of moved forward to that. But I think Franklin, it's tough to do because you don't want Franklin getting Whiteland going in a full court press and a really fast game, because Whiteland's so good on the fast break. But when you're down 13, you got to find a way to do it. So I think they'll try to stay at least early in that 3-2 zone and see if they can get some shots for Whiteland to miss and get back there. But they've got to find some ways to score other than Thomas, and that's easier said than done against this Whiteland defense.
Whiteland will have the basketball to begin the second half. They'll take it out of bounds, far side of the court. Whiteland's up 44-31. Whiteland first round, big win over Indian Creek, put up 90 points against the Braves. Put up 70 points last night, 9-point win against Greenwood in the semifinals. Franklin starts off in that zone defense again, and we see a foul against Franklin on the baseline. That one going against Trent Hall, and Rick, that's number 4 on Hall.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Hall looked like he kind of just stand his ground there and wasn't a whole lot of contact, but boy, of all players to get that on, that was Hall's 4th, and they'll keep him in for now, but we'll see how long.
Coach Moss not happy with that last call.
I can understand why. That was a tough one.
Reverse layup, good. Oh my, Coons with a reverse layup. He scored 14 in that first quarter, and that's his first basket since. He's got 16.
Yeah, he's got all the moves. He can hit the threes. He's good jumping ability, and that was a really, really acrobatic move underneath to get that ball off.
Sherry hits the 3 for Franklin. Nice response.
Boy, Franklin really needed that. That's Sherry's first 3 of the game. He had 2 or 3 of them last night.
Loose ball in the lane. Whiteland comes up with it. Colcat terminates the dribble, right wing. Colcat gets it back, top of the key. Three-pointer hits the back point, kicks out long, rebound Franklin. And now a reach-in foul going against Kyle Edwards. That'll be number 2 on Edwards of Whiteland. Man-to-man defense by the Warriors. Doddridge. Thomas around the perimeter. High left side, Wirtz. Into the corner, Thomas. Being checked by Williams. Skip pass. Doddridge goes to the corner. Wirtz takes the left-handed 3 around the cylinder and out.
Tough break there for Wirtz. That was halfway down.
And all the way. Coons didn't stop the dribble, so he just kept taking it all the way to the basket. He scores his 18th point.
Yeah, Coach Moss not happy about that. That was one of those defensive plays where kind of just waited like a statue to see if he'd run into him, and Coons got too many moves for that to happen. Just kind of went right around the Franklin defender and scored.
Anger leaves the ball game. Looked like he might have gotten hit in the midsection, maybe lost his breath. He's going to go to the bench for a bit to be checked out for the Whiteland Warriors. Thomas fakes on the 3, gives it up to Trent Hall. He tries the 3. It goes up and over the backboard, out of bounds. So Hall remains in the ball game, Rick. He's playing with 4 fouls, but I think they got to keep him in there to have any chance at all to make a comeback.
They're kind of make or break here, down 14 here. He had lots of time, but he's one of their offensive players that needs to be in the ball game.
Coons, a couple of dribbles, jump shot in the lane. rattles out on the rebound, whistle. Foul against the Warriors. Colcat with the foul. That'll be his first.
Haven't seen Thomas take a shot yet. I think they're going to try to call a play for him to see if he can get him going.
Coach Moss, telling Sherry to run a special play. Thomas works it to the right side with the dribble. Wirtz back to Thomas. Thomas being checked by Edwards. Bounce pass goes to Sherry. Sets the feet, tries the three, missed it. Battle for the rebound. It's Edwards. Edwards might end up with a double-double in points already, but maybe he can get double figures in rebounding. Coops tried to double pump it. Almost a circus shot that went for him, rolled it off. Thomas will push for Franklin into the front court. Some nice nifty moves. No look pass. On the shot, Wirtz left it short.
Franklin can't buy one right now.
In the lane, Edwards strong to the basket. Too hard, gets his own rebound. He's going to try it again, and he scores. He's just so strong. He has 24 points in the ballgame.
Yeah, he really is, Kevin. He played a fantastic game.
50-34. Whiteland starting to run away with this one. Franklin needs a response here. Thomas, they got two defenders on him. And a bank shot out on top is good for Trent Hall. I guess the bank is still open here on a late Saturday night.
Late Saturday, but I don't think he called that one, but it went in. Franklin needs all they can get.
Exactly. 4:15 to play. We're in the third. Hendricks tries a three for Whiteland. Doesn't go. 2-on-1. Thomas, bounce pass. Going to Wirtz. And what do we have? Was it a kick on the defender for Whiteland?
I think that's what they're calling. That's a really tough break for Franklin because they had a layup.
So the Whiteland defender that was the one defender back put up his foot and got a piece of it, so they'd call it a kicking violation. Otherwise, it would have been an easy 2 points for Franklin.
Sure would have been. Tough break again, Franklin.
Dondrich throws it to Omari Thomas. He tries a really tough three from the deep left corner, but it is rebounded by Trent Hall. Thomas does get it back, goes to Hall. Hall penetrates the lane, splits two defenders, and on the baseline he finds Wirtz. His shot doesn't go. Out of bounds. We got a whistle. Foul against Whiteland. Is that Caden Lee?
Yeah, it's Caden Lee's first foul.
He just checked in. Caden Lee hit some threes last night in the win against Greenwood. Off the out-of-bounds play. Easy, too. Going to the basket was Wirtz. Very effective out-of-bounds play. Wirtz with 4 points.
Stepped across the line. Turnover for Whiteland. Franklin's going to get it back. Hear their crowd trying to get into it.
Violation, you're right. 50-38. Whiteland by 12. Hall in the lane scores. No quitting this Franklin team. They're trying to make a comeback.
Good move by Hall. That was a nice basic. The press. They stole it.
Another steal. Thomas going to the basket. Try to wrap it around the rim off the glass and just couldn't quite get the angle.
Yeah, that would have been a big momentum builder right there for Franklin.
Out on top, Franklin almost got the steal. Edwards goes to Kuntz, and he hits the three. Kuntz, 21 points in the ball game.
Tough break for Franklin there. Did a really nice job double teaming. Almost had the steal, but Wrighton got it back and then found Kuntz open on the right side. He's automatic.
Hall dribbling out on top, lost control of the basketball, but it is picked up by Doddridge. Around the perimeter, Thomas, left wing, pounds it off the hardwood, trying to find an opening, trying to attack the basket. Now pulls it out with the dribble. Edwards doing a good job on him defensively. Near the 10-second line, finally gives it up to Hall. Hall spins to the middle. He's in the lane. Fall away, jump shot is short. Doddridge goes after it, tips it to Thomas. Goes to Sherry inside, who's wide open for an easy two. 7 points for Luke Sherry.
Franklin hustling. They're staying in here, down to 9. Down to 11, I'm sorry.
2:20 to play, third quarter. Franklin chanting defense. Colcat going to the basket. He draws some contact. Foul against Franklin. Doddridge with the foul.
And that's his third.
Third foul. So Doddridge with 3, Hall with 4 for Franklin. Nobody has more than 2 for Whiteland.
Right, correct.
Long way in for Whiteland. Kuntz brings it out with the dribble. Warriors by 11. Hands it off to Anger. He's back in the ball game. Anger bounce pass to Hendricks. Inside the long way. Goes out of bounds. It was saved by Doddridge of Franklin, and Franklin with the basketball into the front court. Hall fakes on the 3, pounds it a couple of times off the hardwood. Doddridge, now he'll penetrate. Tries to do a wraparound bounce pass to Sherry, but it's taken away. Into the front court, Whiteland. Anger missed, but Kuntz is there to clean it up. 23 points for Kuntz. Thomas double teamed in the lane. Bounce pass on the baseline. Cutting was Trent Hall, and he's called for traveling.
Yeah, I think he was hesitating in there to let the guy go up first, but they just jumbled his feet a little bit, and they called that travel. Franklin full court man-to-man trapping press right now. Whiteland breaks it relatively easily. Oh, wow. Pretty move by Jordan Hendricks.
Jordan Hendricks, his first basket. Nice-looking junior. Very acrobatic type shot. Franklin started to make a comeback, and all of a sudden going back the other way to Whiteland. A missed shot by Thomas from 3. Kuntz attacks the basket and dribbled it off his foot. He was about ready to make his move, Rick, and just lost it out of bounds.
And right, Ken, Franklin's played really hard. They've missed a couple shots that maybe they should have had, but they're going after it. Had several offensive rebounds. They just can't seem to stop Whiteland on the other end.
Subs here for Franklin. Malik Razor in, along with David Mercer.
Now Whiteland's coming up for a full court press. It's like a 2-1-2 full court trap.
Mixing things up. Franklin so far handling it pretty well. They get it into the front court. Thomas looking to drive. Plenty of help defense on Thomas.
I was going to say, Whiteland's done a really nice job on him the second half.
Malik Razor, the 5'11 sophomore, misses the 3. We got bodies all over the floor. A couple of Franklin players down, 1 for Whiteland. There's a whistle on the play, a foul. It's going against Doddridge. Foul on Doddridge, and Rick, that's his 4th.
Yeah, he's got 4 also.
So you got Doddridge and Hall both playing with 4 fouls. A couple of starters for Franklin.
Franklin staying in that full court man-to-man.
Both of them are seniors.
Yeah, Coach Moss knows he's got to keep them in as long as he can. Can't get them out. They're too far behind.
Pressuring defense, full court by Franklin. Whiteland does break the press. Colcat hands it off to Anger. He goes down the lane, goes to Hendricks, and he scores. And Coach Moss wants to travel on Anger, and I think he's got something there. That looked like he might have took an extra step. 59-42. Whiteland, another big quarter. 13 seconds to play, and now double dribble called on Razor of Franklin.
Coach Moss is getting close here. Referees told him, calm it down. Well, last night that would have been technical gone. The referee had last night. Tonight, these refs have been pretty patient. I'll give them credit.
Some frustration, too, starting to set in a little bit here with Franklin.
Definitely.
Final 10 seconds of the third quarter. Here comes Anger to the freshman who just checked in for Whiteland, Lucas Holder. His 3 is no good on the weak side rebound. Foul against Caden Lee of Whiteland, his 2nd foul. 5.4 seconds left to play in the third. Whiteland setting up in the pressing defense.
Yeah, they're going to try to make Franklin not get an easy pass in. Take some time. Only 5 seconds to go.
2 seconds. 1. They throw it to
wow.
Trent Hall. His baseline jump shot blocked out of bounds by a long way. Another big quarter by the Whiteland Warriors. They lead at 59-42. Headed to the 4th here at Franklin in the Johnson County Tournament Championship game here on Sports Night, Indiana.
lived in Greenwood my entire life. Born and bred, went to Center Grove High School, proud graduate, go Trojans. I enjoy this community. It's my home. It's growing, it has lots to offer, and I'm excited to be a part of it. At Greenwood, we are a full-service bank. We can handle your needs from simple personal accounts, savings accounts for your family, auto loans. If you need to have a mortgage, we can meet that need. Emily Ridley has been in our office for years and knows the area. Scott Hines is Center Grove. He has lived here his entire life and is fabulous. You're not going to find anybody more local than us.
Underway in the fourth quarter, Franklin with the basketball. Going to the basket, Drew Wirtz on that left baseline. Fouled. He'll be at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Franklin trails 59-42.
Second foul on Colcat. Drew Wirtz going to the line tonight. Made that one. It's his 5th point of the evening.
First time to the free throw line. 47% free throw shooter. Misses on the next. Battle for the rebound. Omari Thomas comes up with it. Sherry passes it to the corner. Wirtz on the baseline drive. Another foul against Whiteland. Foul against Josh Longway. And you can hear Coach Kangany of Whiteland saying rebound.
Yeah.
They didn't get the rebound off that missed free throw.
Franklin's done a better job that third quarter of really crashing the boards and getting several rebounds.
Trent Hall misses the shot in the lane. A little bit of a follow-away jumper. Rebound Edwards. Colcat tries a 3 deep right corner. Swish. His first 3 tonight. He's got 5 points.
Big shot there by Colcat. Franklin kind of came under, started this fourth quarter trying to get a little momentum, and well, whatever they had a little bit there aggressively in the first couple times down, Colcat just threw that away.
1 minute into this fourth quarter. Whiteland with a commanding lead, 62-43. Trying to win their 11th county championship in the first since I believe it was 2022, their last one. Yes, it was 2022. Coach Kangany, his first and only county title. Foul against Whiteland. Lucas Holder picks up his first foul. Another foul against Whiteland, 32. Edwards, 3 fouls against Edwards.
That's his third, first player in Whiteland to have a little bit of foul trouble.
That's 14 fouls against Whiteland, and Franklin scores. Was that Hall?
Yep.
He's in double figures with 10.
Good out of bounds play by Franklin. We've seen that between last night and tonight, several layups off out of bounds plays. A steal.
Out of bounds. It'll be Franklin ball. Franklin with the steal, and ball was tipped out of bounds. Jackson Doddridge will throw it in under the Franklin basket. 6:37 on the clock. We're in the final quarter. Wirtz, baseline runner. He's knocked to the floor. He'll get 2 free throws.
Kevin, we mentioned in the intermission of this third and fourth quarter how quickly this game's moved along. There hadn't been a lot of fouls and too many free throws, and all of a sudden you look up at a minute and a half to go, and Whiteland's already got 5 fouls. Franklin's in the 2-shot bonus the rest of the way.
Lucas Holder, the freshman for Whiteland, picks up his second foul. Free throw is good for Drew Wirtz.
Kuntz back in the ball game. I'm sure Franklin's not thrilled to see that.
Swish is the next free throw.
Hey, this press has had a little bit of effect on Whiteland. Franklin's doing a nice job really hustling man-to-man.
Almost got the steal. Anger, though, on the baseline for Whiteland scores with a high arching floater. 6 points for Anger.
That was a nice move by Anger. Kept his body going forward without charging, and smooth shot. Good hustle by Longway. Almost got the steal.
Timeout called by Coach Adrian Moss of Franklin. Stops the clock with 6 minutes, 6 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. 64-47. Whiteland leads it over Franklin. Once again, a big thank you to our presenting sponsors tonight: Habig Injury Law, Home Bank, Gandolph Bats, and also Gandolph Financial Services. Good win earlier today for the Center Grove girls basketball team, going to 18-0, ranked number 3 in the state. Got a nice win over the Lawrence North Wildcats. Center Grove now will play Cathedral on Tuesday night. Cathedral 3A number 7 at 15-4. They've had 13 in a row wins, Cathedral. Center Grove, of course, like I said, undefeated, 18-0. How about Center Grove's Miss Basketball candidate, Grayson Gilliard? She's averaging 25 points a ball game, almost 3 steals per game, 4.5 rebounds, 2 assists. I think today she had, 34 points today in the win against Lawrence North.
She's just been dynamic and consistently dynamic every game.
We'll be there, Sports Night Indiana, on Tuesday with the live stream from Cathedral, 7:30 tip-off. 6 minutes left in this one. County championship at Franklin, 64-47. Whiteland in front. Franklin with the basketball. Amari Thomas, high right side. Faking. He's got some really quick fakes. And now Doddridge dribbles the lane and drags the pivot foot. He terminated the dribble and got a little bit off balance. Dragged that back pivot foot, and he's called for steps.
Franklin now looks like they're in a 1-2-1-1 three-quarter court trap.
They need turnovers. They need points quickly. Starting to run out of time. See Williams back in there for Whiteland. Deep right corner. Kuntz misses on the 3. Rare miss for that young man. He's been special tonight. He's been special all season long. Franklin trying to attack with the dribble and lost it out of bounds. That's Trent Hall. It's Whiteland ball.
Yeah, that was Thomas maybe just trying to do a little too much. He was trying to kind of split defenders there, and ball knocked away, but over towards Hall, but went off Hall's leg.
And now near the 10-second line, Kuntz had the ball knocked out of his hands. They're going to say it went off Kuntz, so Coach Kangany off the bench now, pleading his case.
Yeah, first time we've seen that. I think it went up and they didn't block it, but I think they said as Kuntz was kind of coming down, the ball was hanging there, and he hit it last.
Foul, reach-in foul called against Peyton Williams. So 2 shots at the free throw line for Trent Hall.
I don't think Coach Kangany wants to see that too much. From 25 feet from the basket, and you have a reach-in foul. You have a 17-point lead.
Hall 10 points in the ball game. Hits on the first. He's got 11.
Hall's done a good job here in this third and fourth quarter of not picking up that 5th foul. He had 4 right away in that third quarter to start the second half.
Hits on the next one as well. Ball almost, well, he saved it, but it goes right to Trent Hall. Edwards tried to save it, and now Franklin turns it over. Getting a little sloppy here at both ends of the court. Tallcat three-pointer, good. His second 3. 8 points in the ball game.
Yeah, we've seen Franklin's press be relatively effective, but unfortunately Franklin steals it and throws it right back away again.
4.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Doddridge throws it out on top to Thomas. Thomas swings it left corner, works. Three-pointer short. Battle for the rebound. Sherry for Franklin with the offensive board. Thomas fires the 3, missed it. Rebound, Edwards in the paint. Boy, he gets up high and strong with the ball.
He does.
Just a fine athlete. Tallcat. Left baseline drive, had it knocked out of his hands, and it goes off Tallcat. It'll be Franklin ball, and you're right. Franklin's getting some turnovers, but then they just turn it right back over to Whiteland.
Yeah, unfortunately, they can't seem to get good shots or keep on the ball themselves because their defense has been effective here in this fourth quarter.
Just too many empty possessions, you're right.
Yep.
30-second timeout called by the Whiteland Warriors. 4 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in tonight's ball game. 67-49. Whiteland, pretty much second quarter on, has maintained this lead over Franklin. Franklin did lead early on, 21-19 after the first quarter, but since then it's been all all Whiteland.
You're right. Franklin did get a good start, hit some trees in that first quarter, and back and forth, that 21-19 score. But Whiteland, with Edwards that second quarter, got really hot and outscored them 25-10, and it's kind of been around that, anywhere from 14 to 18 or 19 since then. And right now it's an 18-point lead with 4 minutes to go. Whiteland picking up man-to-man full court.
They throw it to Hall at midcourt, and then Omari Thomas takes the handoff. Omari in the front court, dribbling around. Boy, he's got some great moves, handles the ball extremely well.
Very quick with that ball.
Doddridge back out on top. Thomas, Sherry, bumped by Edwards. Lost the dribble. It's loose around midcourt, picked up by Whiteland's Peyton Williams. He goes all the way with the layup. His first two. Doddridge, nice response with a three. 9 points for Doddridge. His second three tonight. Turnover by Whiteland. Outlet pass to midcourt. Thomas passes underneath, and a basket for the Franklin Grizzly Cubs. I think that was Works.
Yeah, it was.
9 points for Works.
Again, Press got him again.
In the backcourt, forcing the turnover.
Travel on anger there. Franklin's getting some chances. Their defense has really picked up. This trap is full court press and trap has bothered Whiteland in this fourth quarter. Need to string a few buckets together.
3 minutes to play. Thomas around the perimeter. Doddridge. Hall pulls up, left elbow, jump shot, missed it. Rebound Coons. Coons across midcourt. Boy, he is fast. He's a tremendous athlete. Goes all the way, scores with a layup. I got him with 25 points. What an amazing game.
Yeah, wide receiver,
Coons.
safety, long jump, high jump.
In the lane, there's that Thomas. First basket for Thomas here in the second.
Yeah, he's been quiet. Whiteland's really pressed down on him. He hurt him that first quarter, and they've done everything they can to get that ball out of his hands.
Approaching 2 minutes in the ball game. Kuntz with a left-handed layup, just rolled it off, but he's fouled. He'll be at the line to shoot a couple. Wirtz called for the personal foul. He has a couple of fouls. Just the first foul against Franklin here in this final quarter. Misses on the first free throw. His first trip to the free throw line tonight. One more for Coons. It's a swish, 26 points for Coons. Two minutes in the county championship game, and Omari Thomas hanging in the air, off glass, 2 points, going to line for one free throw. Kuntz with the foul, his first.
Thomas has a lot of ability. That was a really tough shot he hit there. Kuntz was draped all over him. Almost shot it on the way down, seemed like, but got the three-point play.
He hits on the free throw.
Still down 2 minutes, but just 13-point ball game.
Kuntz in the lane, missed the shots. Follow up by Kuntz, he's fouled. Just hard to keep him off the boards.
Yeah, it is.
So strong. He'll be at the line to shoot two free throws. Coons, a 6'3" senior. 20 points last night. I got him with 26 at the moment. Misses on the free throw. Only flaw tonight, he's missed a couple of free
Yeah,
throws.
you're right.
Shoots 82% from the stripe. Long way back in for Whiteland. One more for Coons. Got it. Bowman, Doddridge trying to penetrate, trying to split two defenders. Gives it up. Thomas tries to go left with the dribble. Long way takes it away. Into the corner. Bowman, three-pointer, long. Battle for the rebound, Long way. Outlet to the freshman, Holder. Goes back to Long way, coming down the floor, down the middle of the court. He's fouled. Took a tumble. He's kind of trying to limp around a little bit. He appears to be okay.
Yeah, that was one of those plays where both players got up a little slowly, but looks like he's okay. Might have banged knees.
Long way, a 6'3 sophomore. Looking for his first point and misses on the free throw. Third foul against Bowman of Franklin. 1:21 left to play in this one. Give it up for Dane Coons. 27 points. He heads to the bench. What an effort tonight by that young man. Next one missed by Longway. Rebound Franklin. In the lane, Thomas somehow gets it up and in off the glass. What a play by Omari Thomas, and he's fouled. He goes back to the line to shoot a free throw.
Yeah, that was just a circus shot he knocked in there.
21 points for Thomas. Misses on the free throw. 1 minute to go. Hendricks, 2-on-2. Down the lane, off the rim, doesn't go. Doddridge throws it ahead to Thomas. He takes a long three and he hit it. I think he shot that right-handed.
I think you're right.
He's left. He's a left-handed player, and I think he switched it to the right. I think he shot that three-pointer right-handed.
I think you're right.
And a quick timeout by Coach Moss.
Well, we got a 9-point game. I mean, it's there's still 48 seconds to go. Whiteland not in the 1-on-1, so Franklin's going to play incredibly aggressive here, probably foul. But we're going to have a free throw shooting contest near the end. Franklin's done a nice job hanging this ball game, and yeah, we thought Coons was done, but he's coming back in.
That's what happens when you hit threes.
Yeah.
You can get back in the ball game real fast.
Yeah.
73-64, Whiteland with 48 seconds. Again, a full timeout called by Franklin.
And fortunately for Franklin, in that third quarter, they just scored 11 points, and Thomas didn't score at all. He's really taken charge again in this fourth quarter, put it on his back, and he's done a great job of it. Got 10 points here in the fourth quarter.
Franklin's been really good at home this year, 5-0. They're not going down without a fight, that is for sure.
That's for sure. They're playing really hard.
They beat GCA at home on Tuesday in the first round of the county tournament. Beat Edinburgh last night in the semifinals. Franklin and Whiteland meeting for the very first time in the county championship, and this is the 67th county title.
Right. Franklin picking up full court man-to-man.
Trying to get the steal. Almost got it. Callcat goes into the front court, goes all the way to the basket. He's fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. Almost got the steal here in the backcourt was Thomas. Second foul on Mercer, the freshman. Callcat averaging almost 17 points a ball game, shoots 77% from the free throw line, hits on the first, 9 points for the junior. Gets the roll on the next one. Whiteland by 11. 35 seconds on the clock. Thomas dribbling out on top, working against Hendricks. Crossover dribble, out on top, high right side three-pointer good by David Mercer, the freshman. He's got a couple of threes in the ball game. Down 8 is Franklin. Callcat into the front court, off to Hendricks, off the glass, he scores easily. 6 points for Hendricks. Reverse layup for Franklin doesn't go for Bowman, and that's going to be the ball game. 77-67 your final. Whiteland winning. It's the 11th Johnson County Tournament Championship game. Number 2 for Coach Nate Kangany. For Franklin now 6 county runner-ups. Whiteland was able to build up a nice size lead, but credit Coach Moss and Franklin. They battled back. Made it very competitive here in this fourth quarter. Let's listen into the PA announcer for the presentation of the county championship trophy.
At this time, Franklin High School Athletic Director will present the county champion game ball to Whiteland Athletic Director Dave Eads. And the team trophy to Coach Nate Kangany and his Whiteland Warriors. Outstanding play from the Whiteland Warriors. Great job. Congratulations to Coach Kangany and the Whiteland Warriors. Good luck the rest of the season. Thanks everyone for attending the 2026 Johnson County Boys Basketball Tournament. Have a safe trip home.
And now the Whiteland students on the court celebrating.
And I hope nobody, I'm sure Coach in there, don't any of those players get hurt on that.
Some of the players, some of the fans falling down on the court during this celebration. You're right. You hope no one gets injured.
Whoa.
Rick, Whiteland, we saw them last night against Greenwood. They were so impressive. And once again, very impressive here in the championship game against Franklin.
Well, they really were. I mean, their defense is just really, really strong as far as their man-to-man defense. And we just got a lot of weapons. I mean, a lot of guys can score, and somebody gets cold for a little bit, and somebody else seems to pick it up. Just a really good synergy between that ball club. And we saw tonight 3 players in double figures, but they had everybody that was in contributed. And really a nice team. I mean, they are going to be a tough knockout in the state tournament going forward because they have lots of good ball handlers. They don't count on just one guy and play great defense. And it's going to take a top team to beat them because they are just solid, well coached also.
Whiteland last year won the sectional, lost in the regional round. And I would agree. I think what Coach Kangany has coming back this year, they can make another run at that sectional title and maybe go a little deeper in that state tournament because you're right, they have a lot of weapons on offense and they play great team defense.
Yeah, they really do. Just 2 seniors also, Williams and Coons. I mean, Coons is going to be a huge loss for them, but boy, don't sleep on this team next year too. They're going to be really good going forward. We've got a good program built by Coach Kangany.
We talked to him about that last night, the depth and the talent that he has and all the different classes. You're right, they're not senior laden. It's spread out, all the talent that he has, and they're now taking the county championship team photo with all the players, coaches, and the cheerleaders. All the parents taking pictures.
Yep, we've got the ladders up to cut down some nets here going forward. Well-deserved win.
You know it's a big night when you get the ladders out to cut down the nets.
That's right. You don't see it that often. County tournament and then state tournament going forward.
Great tradition. It started right here in the state of Indiana, cutting down the nets. After county championships, of course, sectional championship, regional, semi-state, state. Great tradition here in the state of Indiana.
Sure is.
Rick, you have our scores from tonight's ball game.
I do, Kevin. For the victorious Whiteland Warriors, they just had 7 players score. That's 77 points, but they had a couple guys that were just fantastic. And led by Dane Coons, a senior, really, really strong game. And he didn't score in the second quarter. So he had 14 in the first quarter, ended up at 9 in the third, 4 in the fourth. He ended up 27 points, and just a fantastic all-around game by Dane Coons. We saw it last night also, have scored 20, but tonight was even a little more cherry on top, I think, for him. Kyle Edwards, unbelievable second quarter. He didn't score in the fourth, only had 2 in the third, he had 3 in the second, but whoa, he had 19 in the second quarter to have 22 at half. He ended up with 24 points overall, and really made a difference in that second quarter when Whiteland started pulling away and gained control of the ball game. Jobin Colcat had 10 points. Well, all those really, most of those coming, 8 of those in the fourth quarter. Had a couple big threes when Franklin was really pushing the press, trying to get back in the ball game. 6 points for Jordan Hendricks, 2 points for Peyton Williams, and 2 points for Lucas Holder to round out scoring and 6 points for Tyler Anger also to round out scoring for Franklin. For Whiteland. For Franklin, they had 6 players score tonight. They were led by Omari Thomas at 24 points. A lot of those were circus shots in the fourth quarter especially. He had 10 in the first quarter and 10 in the fourth quarter, bookend quarters to really play well and end up with 24. 12 points for Trent Hall. Unfortunately for Hall, he was in foul trouble really early. Got 2 early in the first quarter, had to sit out for a while. Got his third the second when he came back in, and then about a minute in the third quarter got his fourth. But he hung in there, kept playing. Coach Moss stuck with him, and he delivered and ended up with 8 of those 12 points there in the second half. So he had 9 points for Jackson Doddridge, 9 points also for Drew Wirtz, 7 points for Luke Sherry, and 6 points for the freshman David Mercer to round out scoring for the Grizzly Cubs.
The Whiteland Warriors now on the ladders, cutting down the nets here at Franklin. County champs here in 2026, and we'll take a break. After the break, we'll see if we can chat with maybe Coach Kangany and maybe a couple of the Whiteland players here on the postgame show. On that, Rick, I'll let you go. Great tournament. It was a great week of basketball.
A lot of fun, Kevin. Look forward to it again.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, Whiteland, 2026 Johnson County champs in boys basketball, beating Franklin 77-67. First time these two teams ever played in the county championship. This is Sports Night Indiana. Put that break on hold. We're back here live with Whiteland head coach Nate Kangany. Coach, congratulations, your second county championship, hard-earned county title tonight. Give a lot of credit to Franklin. You knew they would make a comeback through a reflection of their coach, Coach Moss. But let's talk about your squad, Coach. Just from that second quarter on, you guys have played extremely well. We talked last night. You got a lot of weapons on offense, but how about your senior, Dane Kuntz? He got you off to a great start in that first quarter, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, he got really hot to start the game. We talked about getting off to a fast start, and he almost single-handedly did it for us. We weren't real pleased with our defense early, and there were some things as the game went on that we know that we can do a much better job with. But, you know, like I told our guys, you know, it might not have been exactly how we would have drawn it up, but we're county champs and enjoy it, and we worked really hard for this, and so I'm proud of our guys.
And also, Coach, Edwards last night had such a big game for you, and boy, he comes back even bigger tonight. I think we had him with 24 points, and he had a huge second quarter. And just talk about his play tonight, Coach, and what he gives to your team.
Absolutely. Kyle Edwards, you know, early in the year, I think he was just trying to find his spots and figure out exactly where he fit into our team. We know he's a really important piece, and we're much better when he's playing well. And gosh, the last two nights he had 18 points and 14 boards last night. You know, tonight he scores, 24. He's certainly a really nice player, and I love the fact that, he gets involved in places where, the stat sheet might not show up, whether it's defense blocking out, but obviously he was really good on the boards as well as scoring the past 2 nights.
Coach, just talk about, we did a lot about this last night, your team defense. Once again, you come out and had some some lapses here and there, but overall I felt like your team played well defensively tonight.
Yeah, defensively we want to be relentless. We want to come at you for 32 minutes, and we know that we have some depth on our team, and there's not a huge drop-off when we go to our bench. For us, we don't think that every team that we play has that kind of depth, and so we just want to send waves at you for 32 minutes. And defensively tonight, like you said, we had some breakdowns, and we've got to go back to film and shore some of that stuff up if we're going to be any good this year. But when you play hard for 32 minutes, you give yourself a chance. I thought we played hard tonight. We'll fix the errors.
Coach, how proud are you and how happy are you for your seniors? Senior year, nothing better than cutting down the nets.
Man, I mean, and Dane and Peyton are just both amazing young men. We're really fortunate to have a big group of good kids. They don't mess up. They don't make mistakes as far as character goes. You can count on them in school. You can count on them in the classroom. You can count on them off the court. And it's really fun to coach those guys. For these two, there's only 2 guys in this senior class. This is a group that, in the transfer portal era, we had several guys that played, middle school for us and whatever in this class that have transferred on, and everybody's got to do what they got to do. But somebody brought this to my attention this past week. When you look at all the players that we lost in the portal, and you look at the records of their teams this year, none of them are on winning teams, and we got the 2 winners out of this group.
Coach, maybe last question for you, just the confidence that this will bring to your team as you continue on with your season. Obviously the biggest goals yet in front of you, the sectional, the state tournament. You're still on the hunt for a mid-state conference championship, but just how this helps your team's confidence going forward.
Yeah, I think it just supports everything that we talk about in practice, and all the time and effort that we've put into this, and the teaching points and the film sessions and the weight room sessions and the tough 2-hour practices. I mean, I think it just solidifies that this is all worth it. We're doing the right things, and we still know that, man, there's a lot more basketball to play, and we think that we can become even better than what we are right now. We know we can become better than what we are right now, and that's exciting. We don't know what's going to happen between now and March, but we're hoping that we keep improving just a little bit every single day, so we're ready to hopefully cut down nets again in March.
Coach, it just took 67 years before Franklin and Whiteland finally meet in the county championship game tonight. This is the first time these 2 teams and schools met, and you guys get the win tonight by 10. Coach, congratulations. I'll let you get back to your team and celebrate. Enjoy this great win, and good luck the rest of your season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Coach Nate King to join us here on the post-game show. Appreciate his time, and wish him all the best and the Warriors going forward with the rest of their season. On that, we'll wrap things up here from Franklin. Once again, the final score, 77-67. Whiteland gets it done, beating Franklin. Whiteland now 11-2 on the season. Franklin falls to 8-6. Tonight's Johnson County Boys Basketball Tournament coverage was produced by Sports Night Indiana. Our presenting sponsors were Gandolph Financial Services, Habig Injury Law, Gandolph Bats, and Home Bank. Sports Night Indiana's next stream is tomorrow morning, 10:30, from Perry Park Ice Arena as the South Stars Hockey Club hosts the Zionsville Arctic Eagles. Until then, this is Kevin Conrad for Rick Sonner saying goodnight, everyone, from Franklin High School. Congratulations to the Whiteland Warriors, 2026 Johnson County champs.